Wasn't me. You're tuning to the Rockwell radio show, and I hope that you all are enjoying this as much as I am. I'm going to leave the last question to B.B.Jay, and we'll finish with a round for everyone. And I thought about this question. And again, I've never met B.B.Jay a day in my life, but after I listened to his work, after I studied his background, I thought that he'd be a suitable person to answer this question. Brother B.B.Jay, listen to this. We're going to go to Brooklyn and talk about Jay-Z for a minute.
Okay.
In his song, Izzo, he raps this line. I'm cutting music, Dave. He raps this line in the song, Izzo. He said, I show him how to move in a room full of vultures. Industry is shady. It needs to be taken over. We all heard Jay say that line, right? Mm-hmm. As someone who has been in the music industry, signed to a major label, you've had firsthand experience in moving in a room full of vultures. Mm-hmm. Fair to say?
Yeah, very fair.
We all also know that the entertainment industry is Satan's playground. We know that also. That's also fair to say, right?
Absolutely.
When we who come into that game representing the message of the gospel, and let me phrase this right, is it possible using our medium to dethrone Satan in his own world?
Well, Satan won't be dethroned until the end, period. So no matter what the wordplay is, that's just wordplay. He will not be dethroned until the end. We know he's going to be cast into the lake of fire. Him in hell is going to be cast into the lake of fire. And so that's just wordplay. But as far as us being able to present what we believe, I believe that we have what is called dominion available to us, but that has to be accessed through us surrendering all to the God of all creation, to the Most High God. Until we surrender all and accept Yeshua, the real Jesus the Christ, except we are empowered with Ruach HaKodesh, Holy Spirit power, there's not going to be any effect. So in order for there to be a difference, there has to be a transformation from within first, and then it will reflect on the outside. And what will happen is that consistency of pursuing purpose will then empower every individual and those who hear. The problem is that for many years, there's so many people trying to find a better way. But let's talk about the church as we know it today. The church is not really what Christ established. So it's hard to build anything on a foundation that's really crooked. So we have to deal with foundation in order to deal with the nation. And that's where we are. But as far as Jay-Z, that's just wordplay. You got to have the power to empower. And if your power is from a negative source, your power is going to be distributed in a negative way. It's going to be received by people who want power. But if it's a negative power, if it's an ignorant power, that's what you're going to birth. Ignorance swoops down like a vulture.